Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And the topic for today is CAD drawings and renderings. Will they do the trick? Nope, not a chance. That is taking shortcuts that are not acceptable. So my name is Rita Crompton. I am president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring. And one of the things that I hear all the time, and we were trying to negotiate a deal last week, and I told the inventor, it's like, okay, we need a video of your prototype. And he goes, I have a functioning prototype. All I've got are CAD drawings. It's like, well, that's not going to work. What made you think that CAD drawings alone would do the trick? I've seen some beautiful renderings. I have, I've seen renderings of life on Mars, and I still don't think there is any. You can do in CAD drawings and renderings anything, including God landing on the earth. Really. Doesn't make it real. Licensees, investors, anybody who's going to take a risk with you on your invention wants to see proof of concept. So you're going to have to go out the door and get proof of concept. There is no way around it. Just a patent, all right? Because again, you can patent life on Mars, and the examiner. And the reason I use the point about God coming to earth was I actually had somebody who wanted to patent that, and he found an attorney who would do it. So it's not a stretch, but you can file a patent on anything. It is not the examiner's job to say you can't do that. It's stupid. All right. And like they say in Louisiana, don't get stuck in stupid. Here are the right choices. And I've been talking fast, jumped the gun a little bit, but I get so frustrated. Now, one of the things I always tell inventors, ask yourself, if it doesn't ring true, it's probably not. Would you invest in something if all you had were CAD drawings and know that you could make a CAD drawing of anything? You can do renderings of, a mountain lion driving an SUV. It doesn't mean it's real. It doesn't mean that it should be real. So, ask yourself, do you really expect a licensee to take on the risk with you if all you've got are CAD drawings or renderings? And if you catch yourself saying yes to any of those, don't call me, all right? Because it's not true and it's not going to happen, and I'm going to tell you that. It's the same thing when I tell you don't take shortcuts with your intellectual property. There are certain things that you need to do. All right, one, you've got to have a registered attorney. You've got to have an independent search, and then a registered attorney give you an opinion about what you're asking to do. And then you get drawings done by all means, and then you have a functioning prototype made. Functioning prototype and patent pending status, we can go after licensing. So where does that bring us with Archimedes Offspring? The things that you don't have the money to spend on. And a lot of the reason why I get people who will say, let me just do CAD drawings, it's cheaper. It is, no doubt about it. It is cheaper. And so when you look at doing that, Archimedes Offspring is now your option. That's where you want to go, because that funding mechanism will help you pay for the actual functioning prototypes, the sexy prototypes. And that's what you need to get to. So when you're looking at filing, or for the vetting option on AOS, you've got to have the professional independent search done and the opinion. So you're looking at about $1,500 that you're spending of your own money. That's usually manageable for most inventors. And then you'll go out the door. We will look at, getting the provisional patent filed, and the funds will pay for that. Right? We are going to look at the drawings and the sexy prototype, and the fund will pay for that. So now when we go after licensing, right, we actually do have the sexy prototypes available for people to look at, for a licensing company to look at. And it's unfortunate, these gentlemen really hustled it up, and they were able to go ahead and get then their functioning prototype ready to go. But I was surprised that they were surprised when the potential licensee said, drawings, renderings, that's not going to work for us. So you really need to be serious and honest with yourself and say, I can do it myself. Maybe not. All right. the worst thing that you can do is get halfway down the rabbit hole, as my friend George would say, and not be able to move forward and not be able to get out. And for a lot of inventors, what I see is that they've spent a lot of money, they've made some bad mistakes, and then they keep throwing more money at the bad mistakes. And that's a tough one. All right. And sometimes you just get to the point where you say, well, I've spent this much money on it. Let me see if I can't, make it work. You try to make it work now because you've got so much invested in it. Holy mackerel. If you say, oh, I got to stop, I can't spend any more money on it, and you think you wasted everything. And so you keep throwing, good money after bad, rather than putting your feet in the ground and saying, I need some professional help. And that's what Archimedes Offspring does. We are the mentor and funding mechanism for inventors in early stages, so that you don't get caught throwing, money away. And that's just a killer for inventors. It's tough on your family. It's tough on your future. It's tough on your ego and your stomach lining. Don't go there. Get help. Be honest with yourself up front and say, you know what? I really don't want to do this by myself. I want the coaching. I want the finesse. I want the contacts. I want the people who know what's going on to be able to go ahead and give me a hand. So when you're going out that door, all right, remember, CAD drawings, you can make me a CAD drawing of Bugs Bunny talking to Elmer Fudd, and it doesn't make it real. We've got cartoons all over the place. I really don't want to see them coming down the street at me. So CAD drawings are not going to work. Filing pro se is not going to work. These are the shortcuts I often talk about. It's like, don't take shortcuts with the early stages. They can kill you. All right. My name is Rita Crompton. I am president and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and I am one of the mentors who's going to help you not make those critical mistakes. And I will talk to you tomorrow.